Good morning. Welcome to Mighty Ox Trading on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Hopefully everyone had a very good Christmas. And let's see how we do in the markets today, which have been taking off. So give me 1 second here to adjust a couple of things. And we shall go from there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me know if you can all hear me okay. I'm using a new headset. And I just calibrated it last night. So hopefully I can be heard okay. If not, I can do some adjustments. So let's look at the markets. I didn't trade yesterday. Well, I got up late. I was thinking it was going to be dead, and instead we started heading toward all-time highs on the ES. And we're continuing to all-time highs on the ES. Hitting a high back here a few hours ago at 47.97.50. It looks like is no 50, 25. And we're sitting within 2 points of that. And we've had about a 23-point range overnight. Nasdaq has not yet hit all-time highs. They're about 100 points off, but it's had a bigger range in the session so far. Is this on a 1-minute chart? It's supposed to be on a 5-minute chart. Try that. That looks better. There we go. Hitting a high earlier of 16,653. We're within 4 points of that. It's had about a 100-point range. All-time high. It's back on November 22nd at 16,767. So we're about 130, well, a little less than 130 points away. Copper, also, everything seems to be going up besides the UltraBond. Copper just made a new daily high. We're at about a 6 times 20, 120 point range. Copper also doing very well. Trying to get back up to close to its all-time highs, which it got back. That was back in May, but it came very close to back in the end of October. Gold, about a 10-point range, also heading north. See, obviously this gold's not going to hit all-time highs. That's a long, that'll be a big goal, but we do see that it's back to where it started falling in November. It's trying to head back up. The UltraBond is the only sad sack of the bunch, as it's been kind of downtrending. A little less than 1 point range so far this session. Crude oil also heading upwards. Big move up yesterday. Today so far about a 1.5 point range. It's regaining what it lost back here around Thanksgiving. Almost back up to that big where the big drop started. And natural gas making new daily lows. Not sure if that TradingView has the right natural gas uh, contract right now. Let me compare it to what Ninja Trader has here. A minute. 4041. Oh, yeah. Looks like it. Just looks very spotty. And the Russell. Russell making new daily highs right as we speak. Not sure. Yeah, about 14-point range. Nowhere near its all-time highs right now yet. All-time highs was back in November and it's dropped hard since then. The Dow, which I usually don't track much. Oops, let me go back to putting this on the 5-minute chart. Dow I usually don't track much, but I think it might be at all-time highs as well. Let's look. Nope, just about. All-time high for the Dow is 36,446. We're at 36,269. So it's a little less than 200 points to go for that. So that's where we stand now. Maybe a bit of a pullback here as the S&P does fall under its SMA line. Nasdaq riding its SMA. ES sending us a short signal right now, as a matter of fact. Coming down to this uptrending Bollinger Band. We'll wait on it. The Russell also sends a short signal. It's already gone down some. NQ's been kind of rangy since this big move upwards here around the start of the European session. So we saw the biggest move. And then it's been kind of pulled back a bit. And then there's a slight uptrend here. Gold also sending us a short signal. But it too has been kind of rangy. UltraBond very low in volume. You can see here. Lots of dashes. So just waiting here now. Some good signals. Hey Vincent, Good morning. Doing all right? How are you? Do I sound okay? You're the first person that's been on. I'm using a new headset. Excellent, thank you. How's the trading going, Vincent? Did you trade yesterday? Things seem a little bit slow at the moment. I did not trade yesterday. I looked at it Sunday night. It looked really slow to me. I thought, Monday's going to be dead. Instead, Monday the hits an all-time high. So that was an oopsie on my part. ES sending me a buy signal here. About what did we say that high was earlier? 97.25. We're at 9600 right now, so it's trying to get back up to that all-time high. Gotta think it wants to get up to 4800. Excellent job, Vincent. Okay, we're in on the ES here. Looking for this to head up to 4800. See if it does it or not. Looking for 3 points with a point and a half stop. My rationale here is, even though we've been a little bit rangy, we saw this move up here, kind of consolidating, so I'm going to hope that this move continues upwards. That this is just a pullback from this, and this move's going to continue. We'll see if it struggles back at its high, which, like I said, was 47.97 and a quarter. Oh, I guess you all want to. There we go. There you see my chart and the order that the my entry. Danger here is this is going to continue to range, kind of bounce band to band. Pull back. Halfway to my stop. Everything's kind of horizontal right now. The SMA line, the Bollinger Bands. Did you have a good Christmas, Vincent? Good morning, Chris. How are you today? Glad to hear it, Vincent. Sitting here about a tick down on this trade. Let's see what this alert is. Copper. Back to break even. Copper sending me a short signal. Doing well, thank you, Chris. Are you trading this morning, Chris? Ouch. I'm sorry to hear that, but okay, we're back in the profit here. See if we can get above. See, we hit this 47.96 and a quarter level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on 7 of the last 20 or so candles, which is exactly where we're at now. I'm sorry to hear that, Vincent. Yeah, this pandemic, hopefully we're going to finally start seeing the end of it this year, this coming year. It's just been horrible that everyone having to stay apart, and just when you think it's starting to come to an end, another variant roars ahead. But I'm glad she's recovering. Okay, we're up 3 ticks here on this trade. We did get above that 47.96 and a quarter level. We're up to 47.96 and 3/4. See if it can continue. I really believe it wants to get up to 4,800. Market loves round numbers. Crude oil. Crude oil trying to pop up. Our next obstacle is 47.97 and a quarter. That's the high. Not only the daily high, but the all-time high. Yep. Wow. Okay, so we bounced down. Rejected off of 47.96 and 3/4. Back to break even. Chris, what assets are you trading? What did you get greedy on? NQ sending us a short signal. That's not a good sign for our ES trade here. We have 5 minutes until the top of the hour. Down now down 2 ticks on ES. ES sending me a short signal here. Question is, should I get out now, or should I see if it's just gonna rangy bounce? I'm just gonna let it rangy bounce, or I'm gonna see if it. Excuse me while I stretch. See if it's just going band to band here, or if it's gonna continue coming down. I'm only risking 75 bucks here, so that's my stop set. Ouch. Yeah, I thought for sure yesterday it was gonna be dead, so I didn't even, I slept in, didn't get up to trade. Get up and see it hit all-time highs. And Q sideways. Keeps trying to flirt with a short signal. Kind of hugging its SMA line. See what happens if if there's a burst at the top of the hour here. Less than a minute till the top of the hour. See if we have any volume come in then. Sitting one tick down on this ES trade right now. As we wait to see whether or not it can continue upwards. To infinity and beyond. That's not a good sign. Okay, we're one. Well, we just got stopped out. Didn't get a chance to get to the top of the hour. Okay. So, that answers that question. And of course, the top of the hour is going to like boom. Let's see what it does. So we got gold, crude, and natural gas sending me signals. Gold's trying to pop up here. Excuse me one second. Uh, yeah, so ES came down, stopped me out, back up. Crude giving a buy signal here. Big candle hitting the Bollinger Band. NQ sent us a short signal. Now try to pop back up. Still seem to be kind of rangy today. We got a big green candle here in gold, 9 ticks. ES back up to my entry point, or just about, yeah. So came down, stopped me out, came back up. Crude is still trying to tempt me. Thank everyone for joining me this morning. Hope you all had a good holiday and see what we can get out of the market this week, the last week of 2021. Looking bullish so far this week. Question is, will Nasdaq hit all-time highs like the S&P? Will we continue this uptrend? Will the S&P continue and up to 4,800 and above? Please feel free to say hello in the chat. Any questions or comments are always welcome. Right now we're just kind of rangy, waiting for something to maybe break out. I hope it's not a case of acne. Pull back into a short. That's an interesting price action. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Slash short 18.18.6, then the 18.17.2 was good. This one really wasn't. That one wasn't. That one was okay. I don't know. The trend's kind of upwards, but an interesting pullback area. Everything looks indecisive right now, besides copper, which of course I ignored. And it's up 10 ticks so far since this buy signal. Russell popping up. Everything's sideways. Everything is absolutely sideways. Gold again. Gold sending us that short signal. Coming back down. Big move down. 7 ticks. Previous low 17.2. It's at 17.4. Wow. Wow. Down 14 ticks on this candle now. Into the Bollinger Band. Bottom Bollinger Band is at, let's see, was it 18, 16, 7. exactly the low it hit, so we'll see if it bounces here. Treasuries, still no volume. I don't know. So where are we on the ES now? ES, remember I was in at 4,600 even. No, I'm sorry, 4,760 even. So yeah, 4,600 even would be, that would be awesome. 4796 is where I was at. So it's back to only being one tick down from there. So it came down, stopped me out, and now it's just playing around. We still know. I mean, maybe I should have had a wider stop. Russell. Kind of sign there's this buy signal. Those of you here on YouTube, please remember to hit the like, thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate if you do. Thank you. Can't get more sideways than what the ES is doing right now. And the NQ. Copper, big move up here. Copper would have hit that price target. So copper's my big missed opportunity so far this morning. Would have hit my 16 ticks. Not sure if that last short signal would have also. No, it wouldn't have. Would have been close. Would have hit 11 ticks. So we're watching and waiting here. This short signal goal would have got us like 5 to 6 ticks. Could have been a quick scalp. Russell, that buy signal ended up not being real good. S&P now is trying to come back down. Stopped me out earlier at 47.94.5, which is Crude giving us a buy signal again. So that last one pretty much failed right away. Big move up here though. Wow, big 15 ticks on this candle. Oh, and rejected all the way back down within a second. That's scary. I would not. Reason I would not enter the SPY signal. Not only did it break the third band and reject, but the wick is like 3 times the size of the candle. That's a sign that you know sellers are coming in. I'm rejecting this. We're seeing almost everything right now kind of ticking downward. Besides copper, copper's pretty much giving me the middle finger. With Nasdaq ticking down, gold trying to rebound here, but it's trending downward. Nasdaq, ES. Not sure what Crude wants to do there. Russell. So his moves upward might have exhausted, and now we might see a pullback into the open. We'll see. So I didn't take that short signal in the Nasdaq. It might end up making me regret that. We'll see. Let's see. That would have been an entry at 42. It's down to 36. That would have already been 6 points. ES is below that stop out, so I would have got stopped out no matter what. I should have reversed on that short, although only be about a point there too. Now see, this was would have been a good short play here on the crude after that big, even though it gave us a buy signal. This was really a short signal candle. Copper. 9 tick candle here, 10 tick candles, and there's a short signal. Well above the SMA line now. Oh, big. I mean, now it's 16 ticks. So now everything is showing red. Now down over 10 points is this short signal on the NQ. ES also coming down. Let's look at recent support. And you see NQ is right at its most recent support, which is this move down right here. And the low hit 16,626, so it's about 4 points away from that right now. Other than that, next major support would be down here, which is also right around 626. So that's our major area of support. I said that was 626, didn't I? What does that say? That's 22. Uh-huh. Somehow I misread that. Okay. So 26 and 22 are the major areas of support. After that, it would be going all the way back down through this big uptrend. What is this second line? Did I? Oh, I forgot I had plotted VWAP. But copper's making me regret doubting it today. Now, for those of you who tune into this channel a lot, You know that me and copper have been fighting lately. To the point that in the month of December I've taken 10 trades and I've lost all 10. But maybe it's time we reconcile because this would have given me another. These last two trades would have given me wins of $200 each. So why don't we quickly, while there's nothing much going on, let's chart copper since last night real quick. We can start from here, right around midnight my time. That would have worked. Boom. Now, I wouldn't have taken this SPY signal, but it would have worked, obviously. Now, if I was smart, if I would have waited till it pulled back here and got in here, or here and here, and these would have obviously still worked. Boom, boom, boom. Looking for my 16 ticks. There we go. This short signal. Wow. It's looking like copper was quite the performer overnight. Boom, 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 boom. Now this finished right after another short signal that looks like it would have worked. I probably wouldn't have entered a second trade there because I was still technically in one, but it would have worked. This buy signal. Don't you love the side effects? Sound effects, I mean. Side effects? Now this short signal, this is the one that would have failed, it looks like. Yeah, that one would have failed. Boom. Wouldn't have taken this one. Not into those uptrending bands. And it looks like this buy signal would have failed as well. Natural gas sending me a signal. And this buy signal would have worked. Gold sending me a signal. Okay, let's go check out what these signals are popping. Oh, it's a big move up here on gold. A point candle. The indices are still sideways. I mean, this gold, well, now 17 ticks. Now, I don't trust buy signals that go up like this. I expect to pull back on the next candle. It is now up 2 points. And there we see it's pulling back a little bit. Let's see whether or not it wants to make a fool of me or not. Finish charting out our copper here. Next trade I would have taken was this one. That would have stopped me out. And then this one would have been good, I think. Would have tickled it. Yeah, there we go. Would have waited a while, but yeah, but eventually it worked. And then we're at the present. So let's, real quick, one win, two wins, a loss. We'll move this to a loss even though it's close. One, so 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 6-4, 7-4, 8-4, 9-4. 9-4 since midnight my time, so the last 7.5 hours. 9 wins, 4 losses if I had traded copper overnight. I had a 2-1 risk to reward ratio. So let's just say I take each trade 9 times 16 ticks minus, what did I say, 4? 9 to 4? Yeah, 4 times 8 tick stop. 112 ticks times 1250. I'll be up $1,400 on one contract. So we just see a little bit of a pullback here on after this big green candle. It's obvious, honestly, weird price action here. I'm not sure where this is going. See, it did basically straighten out the SMA line, expanded the bands. Recent, recent high 1819.2, and that's where it. Oh, I didn't realize that's where. Wait, really? Yeah, it did. So it hit that recent high. Is that our high of the day? Let's check over here. High of the day is 1819.4, so it's right at near the high of the day. Platinum. I don't really follow platinum. I still have it on the charts here, but that's really taken off. So it rejected almost after the high of the day, pulling back. Like I say, kind of weird looking price action since the top of the hour. Big move up, back rejected right away, back down. Another curve up, then boom. Meanwhile, we're still just consolidating here on the indices. The last three signals now on crude oil would have been failures. Big move here on the Russell. 1 point. Last one, two. The last two signals on the Russell failed. Nothing's really giving us direction right now. What you see is kind of curling back up. Question is, at what point is it an actual buy? I could place an order at like 18, 19, 6. Just 2 points, so 2 ticks above previous high. See, it just rejected off 18.19.4 again, which is the high of the day. Trying again. For my gold chart, I don't see it. There it is. It's gold. Don't I have a micro gold chart? I don't. I'll have to fix that. New chart. MGC. 1 minute chart. Okay. Count. Gauntlet. And okay. I'm going to go in. Two micros on gold. Okay, we're filled. I wasn't real confident. I would have been more confident if I had gotten in. I didn't have a micro uh, chart ready. So if I, like I said, if I plotted a thing at 18.19.6, I would have got at least 6 ticks out of that right off the bat. But because my charts wasn't ready, I missed that opportunity. So we're in at 18.19.8, which is only 2 ticks above. We're gonna using two micros, so it's not gonna be any big win or loss here, but see what it does. Right around break even now. It's kind of made that move up, broke the daily high, and now consolidating. Up, we're moving on up. Up 8 ticks here. Gonna make me. It's gonna make me regret not going full contract. So we're starting to see some movement on the upside in gold. Up 9 ticks. Might stop. Just move the break even. Pulling back here. See, Nasdaq is trying to slip down here. If you look in the top left-hand corner, it's now going down to 16,628. Remember, I said we had support at 26 and 22. Meanwhile, gold has now gone of 12 ticks from my entry. We're up $26 on this trade. Alright, stop is trailing. Real tight now. Okay, we stopped. Yeah, it's probably too tight of a stop, especially on micros, but that was a winning trade. Made about 24 bucks. Thank you, Vincent. If I had gone with a full-size contract, it would have been about 120. Yeah, let's see here. It's actually 22 bucks. We got 11 ticks out of that. Still down on the day now because of that ES trade from earlier. This is what I yelled at myself about a couple of weeks ago, and I said I was going to stop doing though. I was gonna start like where all my trades were equal, and I didn't do that there. If I had gone in with a regular size contract on gold like I did on the ES, I would be up now. Now we did get out at the right time on gold, on that gold trade. As you see it pulling back, 3 straight red candles there. Got some choppy price action on crude, choppiness, sideways on ES. Russell, nothing is real. This move on gold is one of the better moves, and of course copper's been giving us good signals. UltraBond actually, I mean, there's not a lot of volume on this at all, but this last buy signal on the UltraBond have been good. But what kind of volume is this? Not as horrible as it looks, but it's weird. We're seeing all these dashes, dashing through the bonds. You can see this would have given me the 6 ticks I'm normally looking for. Easy. But how do you know there versus one of these other signals that obviously didn't work? I think bonds are heading toward their high. Oh, bonds just set a new high of the day. 5-minute chart looks much nicer than the 1-minute chart does. Gold, of course, set a new high of the day. Copper set a new high of the day. Seems like a theme. NQ actually did set a new little high of the day earlier. High is now 16,659. NQ giving us a signal. I guess try to curl back up. Yeah, wow, big strong moves there down the right, bottom right hand corner on the UltraBond. Moving up nicely. So gold did a little pullback there. It's now heading back upwards. Everything else is just kind of blah right now. This short signal, had I taken it, would have given me 16 ticks. I'm sorry, 16 points. It's a bit of a slow period, but a good time to remind everybody that if you're thinking about starting an eval to get funded, Earn the Trade is running 50% off all their evaluations right now, mini gauntlets. 50% off is for the life of the subscription. So each month it'll be at that 50% off price. Sale runs through the end of Friday, end of the year. So if you feel like you're ready to start an evaluation, now would be a great time. The link is down below in the notes. And if you're thinking about starting an eval and you're not sure you're ready, if you want to ask me my opinion, I'll be happy to give it. One thing I always like to advise people is that if they feel they're ready to start an eval is to actually go through the eval and sim. Basically, pick out what you plan on, which one you plan on taking. So if you go for like the 50K account on the trade, you trade it on sim just like you would if you were in the mini gauntlet, looking for the price target. Hitting the price target without breaking any of the rules. If you do that once or even twice, you prove to yourself you can do it before you ever spend any money, and you go into it with confidence. I think that is the best way to approach it. Now, honestly, right now you don't have time to do that with the sale ending in just 3 days. But that said, the sale is wonderful. If you're having to pay reset fees or whatnot, then you're not really saving any money anyway. NQ trying to pop up here. 5 point candle. ES doing the same. Pull all the way back on that candle now. See if it comes back up. I have an MMQ chart ready in case I want to grab it. So big pullback there, you see. Russell Gold also kind of a gold weird price action. So now this buy signal obviously so far has failed. It pulled back over 5 points. We'll see if it comes back up and worth taking. Russell. See what the Russie's doing. Ooh, Russell looks ugly. Sorry, just hit the mic. Okay, so Nasdaq basically did a bounce below the SMA lines, trying to bounce back up, but we're still pretty sideways here, regardless of that buy signal it sent us earlier. As we approach the 9 o'clock hour. Once again, welcome everyone that's joining me this morning. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Russell and ES sending a short signal, I'm sure. Nasdaq now pulling back below its SMA line. ES is sending a short. Russell sending as a short. But I don't trust any of these signals, honestly, right now. Everything is rangy. This signal in crude, though, even though it had this pullback here, this is obviously would have worked. Gold, trying to send us a signal. UltraBond continuing to head up. UltraBond's the thing. Wow, I mean, this is big strength here on the bonds. So this is the 5-minute chart. It sent a signal in the 5-minute chart back here, and it's gone up a full point since. In about an hour and a half, it's about $1,000. Interesting sideways action here. Let's look at yesterday and see if we're getting the same type of price action this time of day. Like I said, I slept in yesterday, so. And that being said, even if I hadn't slept in, I'm not sure I would remember yesterday. So actually, yeah, we did. Yesterday, you can see here, we were sideways leading up into the open, slight downtrend, and then it started, it's burst up. Hey, Walt, good morning. I'm doing all right. How are you? Hmm. Big 6-point candle down here on Nasdaq. Gold also sending a short signal. trade yesterday, Walt? AQ sending us a short here, and I just don't know about it yet. We have it's now, I mean, wow, that's a big move down compared to the price action we've been seeing. 11 points on this candle, well into the Bollinger Bands, though. So I'm expecting a bounce up here, maybe. That's a big move down. It broke the support, and it's heading down. Remember I said those two support areas, 16,626 and 16,622. Broke that, just hit 16,613, which is, on this move up earlier, during the middle of the night, you see it did pause right around this area, came up, paused some, and then continued going. So this was basically our last support area to all the way down here, back into about 575. So it looks like that support's holding for now. Two trades today, one on regular ES, one on micro gold. One new micro gold, lost the ES, down 85 bucks. I looked at the volume on Sunday evening and I saw how dead it was. I thought, you know what? I bet you Monday's going to be dead as well. So I ended up sleeping in yesterday morning. And I wake up to see that ES is going to all-time highs and the Nasdaq's going crazy and all this stuff. So of course, I slept in and that's when things moved all so wonderfully. Gold, short signal, trying to head down. Interesting, move here with Nasdaq, bounced off that earlier support. See what it does. Not trusting any of the signals right now because they seem that they don't follow through. I'm doing all right. Midlife, how are you doing? Yeah, Crude did excellent yesterday. Everything did excellent yesterday. And if we look at yesterday, Crude went up big yesterday. Beautiful move up, $4,000 contract. Uh, Copper went up big yesterday. Yeah, copper went up 16 times 250. Yeah, copper went up $4,000 a contract yesterday. Recovering from Christmas financially, or ate too much, drank too much, massive Christmas party. Gold. Gold's range for the day is now, math isn't working, 12 points. Yesterday it had a decent day too, though more sporadic. The Yeah, I've been eating like crap as well. I'm normally doing keto or carnivore, but I take a break from it from like Thanksgiving until New Year, and um, I can really feel it this year. I just feel worse all the way around. Nasdaq looks like it wants to continue to try head down here. Copper's dropped over $750 a contract since its high back here a little after 8. UltraBond continuing to move up. Gold kind of sideways-ish. Another bigger move down here on Nasdaq. Those of you in YouTube, please remember to hit the thumbs up button to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. I'm gonna continue to build these channels as we head into the new year. Let's see. 9 o'clock hour, which means the energies come to life. Pop up. Ooh, S&P S&P making a bigger move down than the ES did. I mean, I'm sorry, the NQ did. So as did the Russell. Big 6 point move down here on the ES off of that that short signal. Um, I was kind of honed in on Nasdaq. I didn't take that Nasdaq signal because it went into the bands, but that ES signal would have been perfect. But I didn't trust it because it failed. This one failed me. So they broke out of the range. And it seems like we're heading downward now, which is kind of what we did yesterday. Let's check yesterday again. Going back in time. Gonna turn back time. And we consolidated yesterday, just like we were. Got a short signal, almost at the same time. Headed downward. It lost from 32 down to. I mean, not as dramatic as a short as we're seeing right now, but then boom at the open and just went up most of the day after that. So will today be a repeat of that? Well, if I knew that. Right now, this is a big missed opportunity on my part. Down 6, 7 points on the ES. But again, it wasn't sending us real good signals. So you never know when the breakout's going to occur when you're ranging. Vincent, you doing anything? Did you Have you taken any trades? What's your delta telling you? So we definitely broke support. That's what I was looking at, support on Nasdaq. And we definitely broke that support. Next major support is all the way down here at 1650, 16565. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that backwards, didn't I? 15, no, 575. That, that's better. So got a long way to go. Well, about 30 points before we get down there. Be interesting to see if Nasdaq gives its gains back. We are headed toward VWAP. Copper giving us a buy signal now after this big move down. Crude trying to come up. See these last two short signals on the NQ have been good. 10-point stop. Well, I mean, let's see. A 5 to 10 would have easily worked. A 5 to 15 would have worked. Kind of impressive. And then here, that also would have worked. So a 3 to 1 would have worked both times on these shorts. But we've been in such an uptrend, you know, starting to short is going against the trend, so it's like a tough call. So now we stayed about 24 minutes from the bell, and I'm waiting to see what we can do. Hey, Linux, how you doing? Very true, very true. Let's see. Copper. Copper's kind of giving us. Oh, we're definitely right now the Bears are kind of in. I wish I've missed major opportunities here, but not taking these short signals. And again, short signals weren't working until they did. This is now down over 6 points since this fire. This is down 20 some points since that fired. So I've missed some major opportunities here. Obviously, ES is also bleeding out. That's been down now 9 points since that fire. Russell, uh, huh, my math skills seem to have deteriorated over Christmas. 7 points since that fired. Crude's just doing a weird pyramid thing. And even the UltraBonds pulled back a little bit here finally. Kappa also sent a buy signal, is already down 5 ticks. So, did you trade yesterday, Linux? I looked at the volumes on Sunday night and thought Monday was just going to be dead. Yeah, I thought people probably still traveling, still Christmasing, whatever. And so I slept in and I woke up to see ES had hit all-time highs and everything was going wild. Seeing a little bit of a bounce here on ES and Q. Give me 1 minute, guys. I just stretched and got a major cramp in my neck. Okay, I'm back. Oh, still got the cramp, but I'll deal with it. NQ bouncing off its SMA line back down. ES and Russell doing the same. sitting here with my head sideways looking at the chart to try and get this cramp out of my neck. About 15 minutes to the bell. It's after Christmas, so I can no longer make silver bells or jingle bell jokes, I guess. Kappa. Kappa real choppy. Choppy kappa. ES. Trying to give us a buy signal here. Yeah. Back up to the SMA line. Kappa again. And NG. I don't know what to think of copper right now. You see, this is where the using the super trend can get you in trouble, and you really got to figure out how to avoid this. And obviously, right now, it's given us five signals that wouldn't have worked. This one wouldn't work. This one wouldn't work. This one, I mean, this one would have gave us four ticks. This one would have gave us four ticks. So none, but you don't know when the next one that's gonna work, and that's where you start struggling. Obviously, I'm staying out, but what staying out did here, this was kind of doing the same thing, and I ended up missing these huge moves. So I need to get better at figuring out where we might see breakouts, or better way of figuring out when to get in, etc. Because when things range, obviously, eventually it's going to break out the range. Excuse me. So see here, copper now, now it's given us 8 ticks. Still got a cramp in my neck. Not that any of you want to know that. Hey John, how you doing? How was your holiday? Mine was pretty good, thank you. Gold coming back to the SMA line. Nasdaq slightly above it. About 10 minutes till the bell. ES did get above its SMA line and China head back upwards. It's actually gone to almost 2 points since its buy signal there. Cool. Sitting out this week's session just to give yourself a break or makes sense. That's what I was thinking yesterday when I didn't trade because I thought volume was going to be down because people were still doing Christmas stuff, and of course I was wrong. Enjoy your family time, John. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I never, I slept in yesterday, and I never expected to wake up to see that, the ES hit an all-time high. I was expecting basically a rangy, hard day to trade, and I missed good action. Again, thank everyone for joining me this morning as we head into the opening bell. Please remember to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and to show that you like me. You really, really like me. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. Crude heading back downwards. So I got a new headset for Christmas. And the microphone seems to not be seems to be a bit more noise canceling. I don't think it's picking up the train noises. $5 to the bell. Crude and the Russell. UltraBond paused a little in this big move up. Now it's heading further up. Gold sending a buy signal. But we have these downtrending bands, downtrending SMA. Expect a pullback. If it's going to go, you expect a little bit of a pullback first and then go. We'll see what it does here at the bell. Short signal on the ES here, just 4 minutes before the open. Good luck, Vincent. We'll watch that. It's about 1 minute to the bell. Bells will be ringing. 15 seconds. There we go. Let's see what happens. We have a ding, 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 ding. Switch over here, watch the ES and the NQ at the same time. So far, not a whole heck of a lot of movement. About point 2 points down on the ES, about 5 points down on Nasdaq. It's just kind of stagnant right now. 16 points now down on, so Nasdaq starting to move down. 21 points. ES barely moving. Down a point so far. So far, not a wild and crazy open by any means, although now Nasdaq's starting to get some momentum. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. We're down 37 points here on the Nasdaq. Down a little over 2 points now on the S&P. $40 points now on the NQ. I'll be happy to know the cramp in my neck went away. ES barely moved now. Right back, almost right back to where this candle opened. Seeing a pullback here as well as the NQ coming back up. Had gone down as much as 40 points. Now it's given it come back up half that. Well, now it's coming back down. We'll switch over to the 1 minute charts here. This is the 1 minute chart on the ES. You can see it doesn't really look that impressive. Only, not much movement there on the ES. Crude came down big at the open, 22, almost 30 ticks. Russell also sideways still. NQ here, you see the big move downward with two green candles back up. Big move back up here actually. UltraBond pull back some, and gold's like what open? I'm just gonna sit here and rest. Now back to the 5 minute on the Nasdaq. You see it's going down 30 points total so far. S&P is just it doesn't know what else to do. It's right at this break even. Gold following in. Gold sending us a buy signal. I don't know about it though because it's just been kind of doing nothing here. Keep an eye on that. S&P showing more green now. Now up a point. Meanwhile, Nasdaq's continuing to head down. So we have a little bit of divergence there. Nasdaq's now at the lowest it's been on this candle, 42 points. S&P is not following NASDAQ today. New 5-minute candles are opening. Let's check to see what. Got a buy signal on the Russell. Would have been nice to take. Buy signal here on ES. I hesitate to take buy signals on any other indices when the Nasdaq's trying to head downwards. I don't like taking up signals that are going opposite of what the other indices are doing. Now the Russell can often go opposite, but when ES and NQ don't agree, I really do hesitate to take signals in either one. We do see ES trying to pull back again. There's gold again, trying to convince me that it wants to go up. That's really tight though. Now there's a 10-point move up on the Nasdaq. Again, if we look at 5-minute candles on these two, and now you're seeing a pullback on the S&P as well. Uh, Nasdaq's down to 16,557, so it broke that 75 level that I said was support, which have been in here, and it's almost given back all of its gains for the day. It's now just about 13 points from its low of the day. And it just hit it. I'm pretty sure it just established a new low of the day. Let me look. Sometimes I'll get these yellow lines exact. 16,533. Yep, 16,533. I did get it exact. So yep, new low of the day. 16,528. That's interesting that, consolidated most of the last evening. Europe session came on. We boomed up about 100 points, and now it's giving it all back. That should come down 140 points since the high here at 7:40 a.m. Eastern. Now, obviously, it has a while to go before it gives it all back yesterday, and I can't see that happening. But crazy things are happening in the market. Next support level is 16,516. You can see it came down here to this level here yesterday afternoon. After that, the next one would be about 492. So we'll see what happens. We are seeing a little bit of a bounce back up here. Back up to 547. Remember, it hit a low of 28. So it's bounced back up about 17 points. Meanwhile, S&P is just kind of sideways. We opened up at what? 47.87 and a quarter. We're at 47.85.50. So less than 2 points movement right now. Although that there, it's starting to get a little momentum maybe. It did hit a low before the open, right around 9 o'clock, of 47.84 and a quarter. So right, that's the level we're at right now. Vincent's probably happy. We're probably seeing some downward momentum. You see how choppy the ES looked on the 1-minute chart from the open? It sent us this short signal 4 minutes before the open, and came up. I mean, it reversed by over 3 points. and now it's coming down. Although, and now see it broke the bands, third band, and immediately reversed. At least some. Broke the third band here and also reversed. So that's interesting. Still choppy, at least in my opinion. Russell showing strength upwards. Big wick down here and reversed off of that. Yeah, wow, that's a big move here in the Russell. Now we're seeing green on everything. Uh, 27-point candle on Nasdaq. 4.5 point candle, 5 point candle here on the ES. ES sending a buy signal. Not sure where. Okay, I see it. And the Russell, you see the Russell hit the third band down here, and it's off that band bounce. At 53, it's gone up 10 points in 2 minutes. It's $500. So now it looks we're looking bullish. Although the NQ is still below its SMA line. Gold, that buy signal that I said I was iffy about would have been a good one to take. So here's me sitting on the sidelines again, doing color commentary instead of entering anything. S&P showing big strength. Vincent, what's your stop? So it looks like we got a little bit of a downward movement, and now we're showing bearish tendencies. Are we going to continue going up? Sorry about that, Vincent. NQ. NQ sending a buy signal here, still below its SMA line. ES has a while to go before it gets its high of the day. Earlier, I thought it was going to go for 4,800 today, and it hit 47.97 and 50. So we're still about 8 points away from the all-time high. UltraBond continues to make new daily highs. Natural gas, new daily low. Dow made a huge move up at the open. 86 points. New daily high now on the Russell. So we can see here gold. Gold has given us 3 straight decent signals. This one would have went 2 points, more than 2 points. So let's say 2 by 1. Oh wait, not by, ooh, sorry. And then this short signal would have been good, very good. I mean, what it could have given us up to 8 points. And now this buy signal so far has gone over 2 points. So these would have all these three straight good signals on gold. But you can see why I was hesitant originally, because look, if you look at overnight, or at least from about 6 a.m., this wouldn't have been that great. About only about, well, I guess that would have been 11 ticks. I could have got 10 ticks out of that. This one would have failed. This one would have failed. This one pretty much would have failed. All these were choppy, like maybe 4 or 5 ticks each. This one maybe. If so, it's just trying to figure out when it's gonna range and when it's gonna go. Hey Jay, how you doing? Cleaning doesn't sound like fun. Market's not really providing much of a direction right now. We'd had those moves up, which we could have grabbed, some ticks from. Cool, Vincent. I'll also keep that in mind. Things were looking bullish, now they're kind of looking bearish. Their bulls and the bears are really fighting, and which is kind of weird because they really don't hang out in the same areas. Copper sending me a short signal, which I should have maybe grabbed. Hey Ace, how you doing today? Yep, big move down there on copper that I missed. I keep saying that. Seems to be a theme of my trading. UltraBond and the Russell. UltraBond kind of milling about right now. Russell pull back. Yeah, everything's choppy right now, really. I mean, except for copper. Copper keeps laughing at me. I really don't like it. Copper keeps telling me. I mean, copper. Although copper was choppier early. Ugh. Say copy chopper. Copy chopper. Choppy copper. Try that. Okay. Good luck. Ace. Russell sending me a short signal here. Or it was. Gold. Sending a short signal. Nasdaq is just surfing below the SMA line. ES kind of straddling the SMA line. Russell kind of bounced off its ATR. Natural gas with a good signal. Crude trying to come back up. Big move here up on the ES. Back up to 47.90. 15 tick candle here in crude. Nasdaq broke its SMA line with a 23-point candle. Gold. That would have been a good signal there to take. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh there, Ace. Just caught me as funny. The S&P backed up to 93. Do want to thank everyone again for joining me this morning as we approach the 10 o'clock hour. Do me a favor if you haven't and smash that like button. You don't have to smash it, you can just touch it. Do whatever you want with it. Unless it's something weird. S&P up to 47.93 and 3/4, but Pull back a bit. Nasdaq is trying to recover as well. So gold from this short signal, 18.14.1, went down to 18.13.1. So I could have got 10 ticks out of it. It might still be heading downward. Copper's rebounded up to SMA. So now we're back to that question from earlier when I first got on. Is can S&P get up to 4,800? It's at 47.95. Russell, I believe Russell's just hit another new high of the day. It did. Big momentum on the Russell. High of the day on the ES is 47.97.50. We're 3 points from that. Copper sending me a buy signal here. Pretty quick signals down and up. It's below its SMA line. Don't know what I just knocked down there. NG, not worried about. I somehow missed this short signal in the UltraBond, which would have been good. What do you think, guys? Did they hit 4,800? Remember, high of the day on the ES is 47.97.50. We're 1 point away from that now. 47.97. 47.97.25. So for giggles, I'm gonna go in with 3 micros, 2 micros, 2 micros. See if it runs up to 4,800. Buy market. See if it runs up to 4,800. 47.90. New high of the day is 47.98, which is where we're at right now. Yeah, good job, Ace. Still struggling at this 47, between 47 and 47.97, 47.98. Oh, big move down. Ouch. Oh, I just got stopped out that quick. 3 point reversal there. So, uh, maybe I didn't have a wide enough stop. We'll see. We'll just watch now. Gold. Try to pop back up. ES did come down, stop me out. Now it's trying to rebound off the SMA. Of course. Russell also did that pullback and another big green candle. NASDAQ doing the same. So our drama now is, will we get to 4,800? I do admit earlier this year, September, October, I really thought we might touch 5,000 by the end of the year. And obviously, barring some major rally the rest of this week, that's not going to happen. But 47.96. It's definitely, taking a breath here, trying. I think it can. I think it can. Gold. Buy signal. Not too sure about that. Micro gold. I already missed 5 ticks on this, so forget that. I have to get quicker. Quicker. Okay, ES still trying again, back up to 47.97. Which is, where did I enter at before it stopped me out? Mm. Oh, well, that was nice. That last stop out on ES, on that micro ES, I was accidentally on Sim. I just saved myself 25 buck loss. So hey, that was that. I won't complain about that. Back up to 47.97. Russell's continuing to head upwards. Since this buy signal way back here, it's gone up 16 points. Gold, this buy signal, gone up only 3 ticks. Nothing great yet. Copper did it to me again, it looks like. Me and Copper need to sit down and have a long talk. Yep, that would have got my profit target. That would have got my profit target. ES, pulling back again. Down to 47.95. Sideways action. crude heading upwards. There's still a way to go before it regains what it's lost so far today. It's kind of in a holding pattern here. Oh, ES back down to its SMA line. Will it break? NQ sending as a short signal. Ouch. S&P sending as a short signal. Back down to 90 level there. NQ is a big 24, 25, 26 point move downward. This is what I mean when there's no follow through moves, this buy signal. But if I would have followed that buy signal, 68 up to 95. Okay. Well, that was a bigger move than I thought, so never mind. Well, that was a good entry, Ace. So you're already up 5 points, it looks like. You're following these waves pretty well. I should have jumped in off that short signal. Russell's trying to give me a short signal. It's still above its SMA. So, let's see what it does. It seems to be trailing the other two right now. There's the short on the Russell. Do I have a Russell chart here somewhere? There's the Russell chart. Bird. Russell's pulling back a bit, waiting. Okay, I'm filled on a Russell. Short trade here on the Russell. One contract. Regular size. It's moving down. Moving back up. Don't like that. Okay. Okay, got stopped out again. People. So, I stopped that again. So now I'm down $210 on the day, and this day's turning into crap. So coming up on 10:15, probably stream for another 15 minutes or so, maybe a little longer. We'll see. Nasdaq heading down. I'm upset with myself for taking that short there on the Russell. Saw whatever. I mean, and it's looking like it's working. Might still work, but I got stopped out on the move back up. I shouldn't have taken it there. Should have waited to where it's right at now, and I wouldn't have got the stop out on that big move back up. Instead, I took a $150 loss, and I'm down over 200 bucks on the day now. 4 micros short, Vincent. So you can see here in the NQ, every signal would have been good for the last 4 signals at least, and looks like more than that. 5 signals at least. Yeah. Although this one here, I wouldn't have entered here, but if I would have waited for this break, and I even said here it broke the SMA. And if I had entered here, I could have got 25 points off of it. This one, easily another 25. Oh, easy, actually, 70. So now we're down to 16, almost 16,500 again. Let's look at the, obviously, it's made a new daily low. And we are almost to that. All right, what was this line I marked here? 91 area of the next support. So we'll watch to see whether it gets down to there. Not much. There's not much support after that until all the way down here at 405. What level did you enter at, Vincent? Oh, pull back. Five-point move up here on the ES. Heading towards SMA. 31-point move up here on the NASDAQ. And Q sending us a buy signal, or trying to, kind of hanging around the SMA. See if it bounces off this SMA. Crude trying to head up. Copper. Copper hates me. It just hates me. Okay, I'm gonna start taking every trade on copper again like I used to. Look at this. What did I just knock down? NQ. NQ sending us that buy signal. But the SMA line's still coming down, so that's what got me in trouble with that Russell. The last three signals in copper would have worked. Let's see if this one would have worked. And that one would not have. That one would have stopped out there, right? That entry of that. So, I showed earlier before, up to this point, we were 9 and 4 on copper. Now, I wouldn't have taken that signal, probably would have taken that signal and stopped out. So, I've been 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 7. If I would have followed all three of these signals, then I probably wouldn't have did that one because of the trending. But let's say I did. So, I made it 9 to 7. 9, 8, but then, so we'll be at 9, 8, 10, 8, 11, 8, 12, 8. So right now, if I had taken every copper signal in the last 9.5 hours, if I'd been awake, been 12 wins at 16 ticks, minus 8 ticks, I'm sorry, 8 losses at 8 ticks, 128 tick profit times 12.5, about $1,600. That's where I get frustrated. So we have a buy signal on the ES. It's gotten back up to 47.89. But we have these downtrending bands. The SMA line still downtrending. So I expect to pull back here. If it's going to continue to go back up, I expect a little bit more of a pullback again and then go. But I could be wrong. As now you see the bands and the SMA line are just about horizontal. looks like maybe it's just gonna go. I was wrong about the pullback. Maybe back up to 47.90. Sorry about that, Vincent. It really can't decide what it wants to do today. That said, you know, almost every one of these signals, if I had gone for just a couple of points, I would have got them. This is the only of the last 6 signals on the ES. If I had just gone for a 2 point profit target, 89, yeah. If I just go for a 2 point profit target, how many signals did I say? One, two, three, four, five, six. I would have got that at 5 out of 6 times. So if I've been running a 2 by 2, so a 1 to 1 risk to reward to risk. If I that's at a if I taken just look for 2 points out of those last 6 signals, 6 times 2 is 12 points minus 2 points on the loss. It's 10.7. 10 points, $50 a point. I made $500. See right here. Now this is pulling back again. Let's see, 89 up to 91. That would have given exactly 2 points. Now there, the slippage could have gotten away. I might not have gotten the 2 points. This is the pullback I was expecting here. Now it's pulling back here. Will it bounce off the SMA? It just may. We shall watch. Yeah, I got to start using my own settings. I got to start trusting myself. It proves that you using him. It proves to me that I should just be taking more trades. It also proves that it's something that can be taught to others. So that's which is what I'm looking for. Vincent, what charting platform or whatever do you use? Do you get your delta from? I haven't found one that works or that seems to be real delta on TradingView, unless I'm missing it. Ah, okay. How much was it? Gold, short signal, agriculture, downward, corn sideways, short signal on gold. Last couple shorts really didn't work. None have really worked since this big one. Just got to a low of 18.10.8. We're at 14.1. Do a micro. Let me find the micro. There we go. Yep. Turn green. We'll wait. Okay. We're filled on 2 micros on gold. See if this continues to go down on us. And I'm doing it again. I just realized. See, I just lost on a full contract on the Russell, and now I go on 2 micros on gold. And there's no way this micro on gold is going to rebuild that regular contract that I lost on Russell. I got to start either doing one or the. I figured out a few weeks back how to do every trade where I lose no more than a maximum of $100 and shoot for $150 to 200. And I'm not following that. I gotta follow my trading plan. Why am I not following my trading plan? I'll blame it on the fact that it's after Christmas and I just haven't gotten back into the swing of things. Coming up on 10:45. Probably be the last trade of the day. Next stream is tomorrow evening. I am uh, okay. $400 is a little steep for me right now, but it'd be something I keep in mind for the future. Um, anyway, next stream is tomorrow evening. Although I'm going to be watching the volume and seeing whether or not we might want to cut out the evening streams for a little bit until some more volume starts coming back in. The last stream I did before Christmas, that was in the evening, was completely boring, and I didn't do one last night because I figured that the volume was going to be bad. But we will do one tomorrow night. Then, of course, Thursday and Friday. You can spend your New Year's Eve morning with me on Friday morning. See if I can close out the year green. Not okay. ES sending a signal. Like we're coming back down, maybe? Yeah, trying to send a signal. We are up $12 on this gold trade. Gold does continue to move down. See, this is kind of frustrating because if I was on a regular, well, big pullback there, though. So if I had been in a regular contract, I got in at 13.8. It's come down to 13.1, so I've been up $70 at that point in time. See what it continues to do. Remember, YouTube folks, hit that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed, I'll love to see you added to my subscriber list. And QES both sending short signals at the same time. So, for now, it looks like we're not going to hit 4,800. Be interested to see if there's an afternoon rally. I think there's some news tomorrow. I don't remember. I gotta look at the calendar. That maybe might drive some movement. We're up $10 on this. Oh, we're up $16 on this gold trade. Reversing now. My stop moved to break even, and it's looking like it might stop me out there. Okay, just stopped out break even. So I think that's what we'll call it for today. Thank everyone for joining me today. And I think Ace was the big winner on the day. Me and Vincent both had bad days. And again, I'll be back here both, tomorrow night and again Thursday and Friday morning. Hopefully, we'll see you all there. And have yourselves a great day. Talk to you next time. Bye.